Everything.
You a real flashy dude,
bro. Look. If I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do it.
So let me ask you this: what kind of tie are you wearing?
Oh damn! Did I wear a tie that day?
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm gonna tell you what it wasn't.
What?
It goddamn sure wasn't one of Daniel rope ties. Daniel news ties. It damn sure wasn't one of them. That's what it wasn't.
Can we get in the article? Then I'm gonna get into your thoughts, and we got something special we got to say about this one too as well. Daniel rope ties. All right, let's get to it. South African designer issues an apology for rope ties that favor nooses. Ladies and gentlemen, you can look this up yourself. This article comes courtesy of Yahoo, dated September 2nd, which is today as we're recording this podcast live. Daniel, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck it up.
I don't know.
Ends with an I, but
same
I am not going to attempt to do that. If I can't pronounce the name, I'm just going to say I can't do it. It is what it is. Apologize for any hurt. Apologize for any hurt the line caused, but says he stands by design and will continue selling them. So what exactly is he selling here? And what is the hurt that he caused? All right. Daniel, he's a fashion designer based out of South Africa, has issued an apology for his recent design of rope ties that resemble nooses generate backlash from social media users. Obviously, we saw this. Uncle Lou Jr. Shout out one time for him. Brought it to the attention when he posted the BNY fan group on Facebook. The line, known as Daniel rope ties, first of all, right, we can get to that name in a second. Called shocking outrage as the promotional photos featured black male models sporting ties around their necks, Black Enterprise reports. Now, these things are just ties we're talking about. We're talking like nooses in a form of ties that you can put around your neck. Nooses have a long and dark history as they were used to hang black men and women during slavery and Jim Crow. Even today, hate groups and races continue to hang nooses on trees and other areas as a way to intimidate and scare black people. Daniel was accused of being tone deaf to the symbolism of a noose. He said African Americans are more sensitive about the line given their history. So this is Daniel's words that he said right here on Facebook. The rope tie are my work, and the motive is to change the past act and the mindset. When people see a rope, all they think about is suicide and lynching. He said on Facebook, I know the history, and I'm not here to offend any family who's been a victim in the days. We need to change that the rope is not only used to take people's lives, also can be for something good to come out the same object, the rope. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Dev, would you please,
bro? Like
we let the man speak. Yeah, Dev,
I'm done with that shit.
Go ahead, Unfiltered.
Fuck that dude, man. I said it very clear, man. I don't know if y'all heard this before whenever we went out, but look, I said I'd fight that dude on site, because he's trying to make it comparable to how we switched from going the N-word with the hard ERS to, you know what I'm saying, AS, the soft AS, from niggers to niggas, you know, and how we've incorporated that into black society, black culture, into our music and all that type of stuff. And we appropriated that word and made it acceptable for us because it was something that was so detrimental to our society, right? He's trying to make the same transition. It's not the same, bro. You know why? Because January 6th of this year, when they assaulted the National Capitol building in my hometown of Washington, D.C., they erected a literal fucking, what's that? What is it called? Like when you erect like the hanging, like the platform, the whole thing.
Oh, the hangman.
They erected a whole platform.
They hang the former vice president.
The former with the noose. So that's not something that's gone away. We just, even earlier this year, there was stories in like Georgia and Alabama where people were finding nooses hanging from trees in their yards and shit. There was a viral video that went around about 4 or 5 months ago of a black guy that was out with his group of white friends, and only by happenstance that people walked up and they seen them. They were constructing, and they had tied up a noose, and they was in the midst of trying to hang this brother. So that's not something, bro, that we would just cast to the wayside and we're going to say, it's okay now. Let's change the mindset about it. No, bro, fuck you. What are you talking about? You're based out of South Africa. And you acknowledge the fact that we as Black Americans, we have a different mindset about it, as you may be from South Africa. But then what that tells me is that just means you're that much more insensitive. So fuck you. You understand that. You see it. You understand that it might strike us a little bit differently, but then you're going to say you're not going to stop selling that?
Why even apologize?
What's your point, bro? Just a slap in the face. Oh, I apologize if it offended you, but I'm going to keep selling it.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Sorry about your luck, baby, but I gotta make these. I gotta make this money.
I gotta make this money over here on this side because I'm over here in South Africa. I don't have to deal with y'all. So y'all can talk y'all bullshit, and what it is, he feels untouchable. That's what it is, because he's not based in America. So he ain't got to worry about somebody running up on him, putting paws on him in Atlanta or in New York or wherever else that someone would do that shit. I'm a South African. I'm a South African, and I'm based in South Africa. I'm untouchable. He has that mindset. So I'll apologize, but I'm gonna keep selling it.
So can I say this part before I should weigh in on this?
That's tough for me, man. Like this shit sets me. I don't like it.
Let me talk on this. Make sure take a look at that meter bar too as well. We should be good to go on that.
I got y'all watch it.
I reached out to Daniel a couple of days ago. Had a conversation with him actually, and this is all through text. What's up, AJ? I had a conversation with Daniel all through text. I'm not going to show the receipts, but I have.
And he's the owner and seller, by the way.
He's the owner and seller. He is reachable on his website. The number is there. You can reach him too if you need to, and go from that. This is all public knowledge. Nothing I'm saying here. It's crazy. But I invited him to the podcast. I said, hey, this is your business. Let's have a conversation, talk about it. He said, give him a call. Told me to give a call. It's been a couple of days. We text a little bit back and forth. If it's going to happen or not, I'm not too sure. But the chances that this is about 2 days ago at this point. Gave the man a chance to respond, come on here and just talk about it and see how that happens. You're in South Africa. You don't understand, obviously, the struggle that Black Americans have gone through in the history of it. Or you understand, or you know the history and you just chosen to ignore it.
Exactly.
For some reason to sell ties. This is crazy, by the way. These nooses around the neck. This is as if I don't know, a Jewish person was selling gear on the Holocaust. That was like I'm here to turn the tide around and perspective of this, or a Japanese individual within internment camps, or a Japanese individual selling atomic bomb gear. Like it just doesn't. This doesn't make any sense. For the record, the man's name is Daniel. I don't even want to promote this man's business. I already said in the beginning, just as far as what we had to talk about. But we're talking about nooses as neckties. You can look the rest up on Google and go from there for your own public knowledge.
Just type in Daniel rope ties in Google and he'll come up.
Oh, that's
throw that out.
Exactly what I didn't want to do, but we did anyway.
I'm doing it. Damn it.
Give him that. Okay, my fault. Now you good, baby. Hey, shout out to AJ one time too. A round of applause. But as far as this man, how tone deaf do you have to be to do some shit like this? Like it's one thing. All right, your country, South Africa, Nelson Mandela, apartheid. What if I start selling some gear? 2 ties or 1 tie separated in 2 with the imagery that made you so favorable to your country.
Right.
How would you feel about that? Pointing Mandela in a bad light.
Exactly. Him behind bars. Locked up.
And some quote there that's very derogatory towards him. How would you feel about that?
Well, chill. No.
No, I apologize.
Rick, chill,
okay.
chill, bro.
Right,
because
okay.
I'm trying to change the perspective of apartheid, and I'm trying to change the perspective of Nelson Mandela. So look, I apologize if it offends you, but you need to get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to keep doing it.
I'm gonna keep selling this shit. ain't nothing gonna stop me. The apartheids are my work.
It's mine.
It's my work.
It's my
and the motive to change the past act. And something that can make me dollars, and I don't give a damn who offends in the process. That's some things that people are overly sensitive when it comes to a lot of things. We're not gonna lie about that. When it comes to touching historical moments and then twisting the knife at the same time to make $1, that's dirty, dude. That's some dirty shit. Like that's what you have to do. Then you got first of all, you got the models in here too as well. I here promoting this shit.
It ain't your face on it. It ain't your face behind these ties. Your models. It's your models. Put your face behind them so people can recognize who it is.
He did a couple pictures too as well.
Oh, so it was him.
Some of the pictures was him too as well.
So okay, so I do have a good image of the face that I will punch.
And this man, and he's getting a lot of hate on social media. That's what set it off to as well. Somehow he's been selling these ties for a while. This was like that popped up 2 months ago. I started selling ties. It's been, I want to say, about more than a year at this point. He's been selling this shit.
Money behind it, bro. He put money behind the advertising for the United States.
Let me ask you this. Yeah, he marketed over here.
Thank you.